Well, hello, everyone. Hope everybody's having a good day, good night, whenever you're watching this. Been kind of taking a little bit of a break from a bunch of video creating and all that, as I've been doing that quite a bit the past few months. But that does not stop me from taking weather videos and, maybe recording whatever else I can, which so far in November I've only recorded snow and a geomagnetic storm that we had 3 or 4 nights prior to me putting this video together. Now I'll get into the whole geomagnetic storm, northern lights thing here in a little bit, but first I want to talk about the snowy weather. I recorded about maybe a good 3 or 4 days, of the snowy weather that we had. I apologize about the pop-up that just occurred on my screen. Yeah, we had our first snow arrive on November 8th, and then it pretty much ended on November 11th. So, yeah, it went on and off for pretty much a few days. On and off lake effect snow at times, but for most part it was just regular snow. There were times where the roads did get messy, but surprisingly the plows were right on it pretty quick. So, shout out to the Buren County Road Commissioner for keeping our roads clear and safe. They did a pretty good job keeping the roads clear throughout the time that the snow was coming through. The last day that it snowed quite a bit, there were other areas that did get hit pretty hard with snow, and that's areas like northwest Indiana, areas like Gary, they were experiencing quite a bit of snow, some whiteouts, traffic jams on quite a few of their highways. At one point, my neighbor who drives a semi, he was telling me that he was stuck in traffic in Gary, Indiana for about a few hours. It took him 2.5 hours just to go 9 miles on a highway that he was on through the Gary area. I forget what highway he said it was, but yeah, traffic was definitely bad going through there. I don't really talk much about that other than towards the end, but yeah, still, needless to say, we definitely had quite a bit of snow throughout this video, that's for sure. I started recording the snowy weather as we were about to leave a bowling alley in the Kalamazoo, Oshtemo, Westwood area. Prior to me recording this, just hours before I started recording anyways, My little sister had her dance that was going on at her school. And let me tell you, at the times we took these photos, they were definitely cold. And it was actually snowing a little bit. You don't see it on videos, but yeah, my little sister had her dance at her school. She definitely had a good time, though. These are photos that I took. You know, that's her boyfriend on the right, you know. Really nice dude. I think he's... You know, I think he treats my little sister very nice, you know. Yeah, she definitely had a great time at her dance, that's for sure. And then the rest of these photos are just photos that my little sister found and had sent to me that were taken at her dance. So, yeah, she's not really in much of these photos other than this one. Somebody took this photo, and I gotta say, this is a nice photo, whoever took it. But yeah, after she went to her dance, which only lasted like a few hours, we decided to come to Kalamazoo to this bowling alley, which was called Revel and Roll. And, you know, a nice place, by the way. You know, good food, lots of entertainment. They got an arcade here. But as we were leaving the bowling alley, that's when it really started snowing. Thankfully, it wasn't sticking to the roads yet. It was just, you know, the roads were still kind of warm, so it was more or less just making the roads wet. You could see the snow sticking to the cars. I'm sure you guys could see that for sure. Yeah, definitely started snowing quite a bit. And then these are videos that I took after midnight later on. And, yeah, it really picked up. Yeah, it only kept snowing more and more. These are some photos that I took of the snow a few days after it started. We were getting a break from the snowy weather, so, you know, we were about to work on a floor at this house I took these pictures at. So, yeah, I thought these pictures turned out well. You could see the snow, and, you know, there was still some fall colors left over. And I thought those looked really nice. This is probably one of my favorite photos for sure. And then of course later on we started getting more snow as we were about to leave the house that we were working on. These are photos that I took earlier that day before heading to that house that we worked on. You know, I thought these were some interesting photos, you know. The morning sky with the snow on the ground, and plus there was not a single cloud in sight when I took these photos. So yeah, I thought these turned out pretty good. Now as far as the photos go, I'll put together a photo slideshow at the end of this video of all the photos I took of the snow. But one thing I will mention before I get on with the video is, you know, I mentioned that I also recorded a geomagnetic storm. Now, okay, the first two clips I took of it didn't really turn out the best. The third clip I took, you know, you could see some green in the video, and then I ended up taking a bunch of night mode pictures, and those turned out pretty well. This is the video that I thought turned out pretty good of the geomagnetic storm. You know, you could definitely see the green in this video. I wasn't paying too much attention to my camera while I was recording, but, you know, I didn't realize how well the green turned out in the video, that's for sure. And then here's a few photos that I took of the northern lights You know, I thought these turned out absolutely amazing. You know, we didn't used to see these all the time where I live. You know, northern Michigan would get them on many occasions, and then of course, you know, people would see it all the time in Canada and Alaska. But you know, it's in the recent years we've been seeing this more and more, which I'm not complaining. You know, I absolutely love seeing this. Yeah, that's for sure. I've recorded geomagnetic storms a few times, but you know, this one was definitely well lit. You know, I got quite a bit of good photos, a few videos of them as well. You know, I was amazed by how well they turned out. Of course, those two videos, you didn't really see them the best, but yeah. But anyways, I'm not going to show you all the photos that I took of the northern lights right now. That'll come in later on. But anyways, you guys are watching the few days that I recorded the snow. So, yeah. Enjoy these videos.
I don't want it to snow.
Nah, you're fine. Drama queen.
No.
This shit happening.
My snow scraper's not in the car.
Well, as long if there's a foot of it, then I'm good.
Bye.
If we get a foot, then damn, this is the first time we've seen snow here. Oh yeah, it's good. You know, I'm just saying though, I don't like snow unless there's gonna be a foot of it.
Why?
Because then we can ride the snowmobile.
Ah.
Yeah, but all the trails are closed.
When they open. November 3rd. Oh, shit.
Man, we gotta wait a whole fucking month, man.
Yeah.
Damn. We're gonna have to go bombing through Farmers Field. Driving down the side of the road and shit, man. Be like some outlaw snowmobilers. But it was like they didn't even want to pay like $110 a square. And then
Ooh. I should have grabbed another layer. I'm only in a sweater. Man.
make the fucking money, you know. Anyway.
Alright, just got back from Kalamazoo a little bit ago. Well, you got tangled, Mika. Figures. Hang on. Right now, it is 33 degrees out. Thankfully, the roads did not ice up yet between here and Kalamazoo. But I got a feeling that they will here in a little while. Just letting dogs out right now so that they can go potty. So, yeah. Got quite a bit of snow on the Chevy. Not a crap ton on the ground. You could still see some green. I'll have to check out the front yard after I'm done letting dogs out. Yeah. My neighbor's already got Christmas decorations up. Still quite a bit of, well, not quite a bit of snow on my truck, but decent amount. There you go. Just activated the light on my camera. Couldn't activate it while I was recording, so yeah. It's only supposed to continue for a few days. Yeah, the roads still aren't icy yet. I mean, I'm not complaining, but yeah, they're still pretty much wet. I just felt it with my boot. Yeah. Alright, it's next morning now. I'm just about to head to the gym. A lot of the snow is kind of melted because, I mean, the ground is still warm. Yeah. Yeah, I guess we got more snow coming, so, you know, we're not out of the woods yet. But, yeah. Oh, guys, it's nighttime now, and snow is starting to pick back up. It's super light right now.
Video in the snow, huh?
Yep. Well, it's really picking up now. Got snow on our deck. Starting to see some on the ground. Good thing we have a sensor light on back here. It's supposed to start getting really cold tonight. That's gonna for sure make the roads freaking icy. Not looking forward to that. Alright, well, it's 20 minutes or 20-ish minutes later, and now we got lake effect snow. Lake effect snow is very common here in Michigan. Of course, don't mind my yelling neighbors yelling at their dogs. But yeah, I'm sure a lot of people from Michigan know exactly what lake effect snow is, but for those who don't, basically it's type of snow we get when the air is colder than the lake. So yeah, for most part, of course the light just went dim. Here we go. It's usually not the entire state of Michigan that gets it the most. I mean, occasionally eastern Michigan might get it, but it's more common in western Michigan and northern Michigan than it is anywhere else in Michigan. Maybe Michigan's upper peninsula too. That's about it. I'm sure there's other states that probably get it too, but it's more common in West Michigan and Michigan's upper peninsula. But yeah, like I said, this is a lake effect. And it's building up quite a bit. We'll have to look at the road here in a sec. This is what it looks like up front. Thankfully, the road is still wet and not icy at the moment. That could change though. Yeah, so far the snow is still wet. Or the road. Yeah, it's starting to pile up on the ground. Could hear a little bit of a noise when I walk on it. Yeah. Starting to be a good amount of snow on the truck now, although it looks like it's kind of sinking on the windshield a little bit. I did drive this truck earlier when I went to the gym, so might still be a little warm on the inside. I don't know. I could be wrong, but anyways, I gotta grab a few things out of my truck so and lock it up as well. All right, 30 more minutes later, and listen to that crunch under my feet. Yeah, the snow is just melting off the driveway and melting off the road. And I don't know how well you guys could hear the dripping coming off the house. Yes, that's a wood pile we got. It's not lake effect snow now. It kind of went back to the powdered snow. Which I'm not complaining, you know. I'm not much of a fan of lake effect snow unless if I'm not going anywhere. But the problem is I got places I gotta be tomorrow, I think. But, yeah. I bet you my brother that just came back from Arizona a few months back is probably enjoying this. He lived in Arizona for 4 years. And he said that he missed this weather. So I bet you he's probably having tears of joy right now with this. I'll have to text him and ask him. All right, an hour and a half later now. This is what the weather looks like. Yeah. hear a few noises. For one, I got a fan going, and two, playing a game, and three, I'm listening to a YouTube video. So that's what the noises are. Yeah. All right. Well, it's next morning now. Just letting dogs out to go potty again. Okay, I won't lie. This looks a little pretty. Had to take my little sister to school this morning, though. That drive freaking sucked. I drove my stepmom's car, her Equinox. That thing has front wheel drive. Those don't do too bad in the winter time. Four-wheel drives aren't bad either, but man, you got a lot of people around here that think just because they drive four-wheel drives that's gonna protect them from sliding off the road. I mean, I'm not knocking people that drive four-wheel drives. I mean, you saw the truck that I drive earlier, but still, you know. Gotta work on a floor in this house. Just taking a video of how the snow looks here. Man, my truck has some damn good tires on it. That thing gave me no issue on the icy roads. I'm amazed. Alright, just got done laying the floor at this house. Gotta come back here next week, but snow is picked back up. So, yeah. Just letting my truck warm up for a bit before we get on the road. Yeah. All right. Yeah, this road right here was a freaking sheet of ice this morning. Now it's just a few slush spots, but that's about it. So far, it's not lake effect snow, which I'm not complaining, because we get plenty of that and the frickin' roads go back to being covered. So can't say that I'm upset. I don't mind it when I don't have places I gotta be, but I could live without it. I think a train is about to come through. Yeah, there's one coming. I hear it in the distance. I'll record again once it goes by. All right. That was cool.
Hey!
I wasn't recording you, I was recording the snow. Snow has died down for the moment. But I think it's supposed to continue through the night. So, I guess we'll find out. Lake effect, snow's moving back in. We had different snow for probably a good 45 minutes, but now it's coming back in. And that was a train that passed. I was too busy listening to a song with my headphones and I didn't hear it coming, so yeah. Boy. My neighbor who drives that semi just came back. I was talking to him and he said that he had to drive to Gary, Indiana. And let me tell you, it's pretty bad there. Took him 2.5 hours just to drive 9 miles through there. That's freaking ridiculous. I looked at road reports earlier though, and on Google Maps, and yeah, there was a lot of roads that way that were showing red. So that means traffic's moving slow. Some people are just flying through here. I don't know how the hell they can do that. I mean, if you got damn good tires, you know, that's one thing. We got a lot of people in their four-wheel drives, I think that they're invincible. And again, I'm not knocking people that drive four-wheel drives because y'all have seen the truck that I drive, but still. Got people that are flying through here with their four-wheel drives. It's ridiculous. I mean, right now, roads are not icy. They're just more or less slush, but you hit a certain slush spot just right, especially the thicker slush spots. Oh boy. Those can mess with your driving. Tell you what, I absolutely hate driving through slush. Driving on a snow-covered road is one thing, but when you got slush, that's a completely different story. That's for sure. Come on, focus. Here we go. Alright. I'm starting to get cold, so I'm gonna head in. Alright guys, this will probably be the last day that I record for this video. It is 33 degrees right now. Plows came through and definitely cleared the road. So, yeah. I was definitely expecting there to be a lot more snow piled on my truck. There's a good amount on top of my bed cover. It's kind of falling off the truck in chunks though. I'll have to see what the other side looks like here shortly. Yeah, it's about the same on this side too. Yeah, I might clear the snow off later. I don't really plan on going anywhere today. We were supposed to do a siding job in Niles, but we ended up canceling on that because it would have been too cold for it. So the next 3 days we'll definitely be down there. So, yeah. Look at that sky. Well, folks, I looked at a forecast and I'm not seeing any more or anything else more about snow the next 10 days. We do got some rain coming this coming weekend, and of course they're talking it's supposed to be mid-60s Saturday. So go figure on that. But other than that, we're supposed to be back to normal fall weather come starting tomorrow. So yeah, go figure on that. Yeah, that's gonna conclude the snowy weather video. We are just beginning, but right now we're not done with fall yet. So I guess there's a cat right there. It's one of the stray cats. We got a crap ton of stray cats around here. It's because they used to belong to the person that used to live in that house, and they just been multiplying ever since. So I'm just letting my truck run right now because I haven't driven it today, and I don't have the best battery in that truck, and I was kind of worried that the cold air was gonna kill the battery, so I'm letting the truck run for a little bit. So, but yeah, that concludes this snowy weather. Y'all stay safe, stay warm. Hope everybody had a good Halloween. I know we're a bit late for that now, but hope everybody plans to have a good Thanksgiving. And before you know it, it'll be Christmas. Peace out. Well, folks, that pretty much concludes all the snowy weather videos that I took for this video. Now, real quick, before I show you guys the videos I took and the pictures I took of the geomagnetic storm, and then also feature all the photos I took of the snowy weather. So yeah, as I stated, it did end up warming up a few days later. Yeah, we were back up to 50s and 60s. As of the time I am making, or I'm speaking right now, we're supposed to go back down to the low 40s. It is Saturday now as of the time I'm speaking, so yeah, it was a warm day today for sure. And then back down to low 40s for tomorrow, and then I forget what else they said, but I do not recall seeing any snowy weather. I might have to look into that again. I did hear some things about rain, but I'll definitely check into that after I'm done putting this video together. But yeah, definitely went back to our normal fall weather after the snow was done, and the snow ended up melting pretty quick. By the time we had the geomagnetic storm, most of the snow was already melted. There was a few spots where there was some snow, but for most part, most of it had already melted. So yeah, I'm going to show you guys the videos now and then the photos of the geomagnetic storm, and then I'm going to include all the photos that I took of the snow. So, you guys, thank you for watching. Hopefully everybody had a fantastic Halloween, like I said, and I hope everybody plans to have a fantastic Thanksgiving as well. It's coming up real soon, so yeah, I figured I'd go ahead and say that. And then, like I said as well, before we know it, we'll be pretty close to Christmas. So yeah, do with that information that you want. Have a good day, good night. God bless you all. Thank you for watching. Take care now. Well, folks, there's northern lights going on right now. Can't really get it on video the best. See a little bit of a glow that way. If that wasn't for that damn light, you guys would be able to see it better. You guys still can't see it the best on video. I'll show you guys some pictures here in a sec, but yeah, you can kind of see a little bit of a glow behind the trees. We got them last night too, but it was cloudy, so you couldn't see, unfortunately. Yeah. Step across the street real quick. Here you go. Last video I'm going to take. I can really see it lighting up right here from this angle. That's pretty freaking neat. I'm thankful to the good Lord above that we're not dealing with clouds tonight. But they're getting brighter again too. Holy crap. Can't catch it on video the best, but they're starting to see some. I'm starting to see some pink above the glowing green. That's awesome.